Leon Johnson top scored with a half-century for West Indies A on their first day of the third unofficial test against India A in Hubli. Johnson made 81 as the Windies A sent into bat were dismissed for 268. Asad Fuddin fell just short of a half-century. He made 47. Craig Brathwaite didn't get among the runs this time around. He only made 1, while Jonathan Carter, who's in for Kirk Edwards, made 17. The Windies were on course for a bigger total. They were 244-5 at one stage, but lost their last 5 wickets for 28 runs. In reply, India A are 10 without loss at stumps. That's a deficit of 258. West Indies A, though, lead the series 1-0. This is after the second match ended in a draw. And the West Indies under-19s are up against Bangladesh under-19s in the second encounter of their 7-match 50-over series at Providence in Guyana. The visitors won the toss and they were 214 for 3 after 44 overs. Hossein Saikat, he's on 70. The Windies under-19s won the first match by 6 wickets on Monday. On the track and field, Barbadian Angela Jackson has set a new Huntsman Games World Senior record in St. George, Utah. Jackson won the women's 50 to 54 age group shot put with a put of 11.42 meters. That erased the old mark of 11.16. Now, after 2 days of competition, Barbados have a total of 48 medals. That's inclusive of 22 gold, 17 silver, and 9 bronze. In basketball, it may not be as easy this time around as it was last year, but defending champs Graydon Sealy have still notched win number 1 of the 2013 United Insurance Division II basketball tournament. Playing at home, they defeated Leicester Vaughan by 11 points. CBC's Marsha Boyce reports.
Leicester Vaughan in green travelled to Graydon Sealy with the hopes of starting their season with a win, but they soon realised it wasn't going to be an easy task. The defending champs got off to a good start, with the first quarter being their highest scoring period. That's Andrew Eiffel leading the way, getting the basket and the foul. And he followed that up by going coast to coast for the easy 2. They would lead 16-7 after the first quarter. Leicester Vaughan looked a bit better in the second quarter. But this Graydon Sealy unit showed a lot of promise in just their first game of the season. Shaquan Newton picking up 2 more. Newton and Eiffel led Graydon Sealy to the under-16 title back in June and were all to do the same in Division 2. Zachary Cave carried the fight for Leicester Vaughan, but they trailed 26-15 at half-time. Third quarter action, Newton finding Eiffel, who drove to the basket for 2 of his 16 points. Graydon Sealy held Leicester Vaughan to just 4 in that quarter for a 17-point lead. The Cane Garden-based boys would actually play their best basketball in the fourth, picking up 14 points. Cave would be their only scorer in double figures, though. He had 11. Newton would go on to end with a game-high 21 points for Graydon Sealy. They won this one 44-33. Marsha Boyce, CBC Sports.
In tennis, Andy Murray has been forced to withdraw from the season-ending ATP World Tour Finals in London. The Wimbledon champion continues his recovery from a minor back operation that he had back in September to correct a disc problem in his lower back. The ATP Finals, which features the world's top 8 singles players, is set to run from November 5th to the 12th. Now, Murray, along with Juan Martin Del Potro, Richard Gasquet, and Nicolas Almagro, are slated to be in Barbados for the Dream Cup event that will be on November 28th. Meanwhile, new world number 1, Rafael Nadal, has already qualified for the World Tour Finals at London's O2 Arena. He'll be joined by Novak Djokovic and David Ferrer, with 5 other places still available. Nadal is currently competing at the Shanghai Open, and despite his good form recently on hard courts, he still thinks that they play too many tournaments on that type of surface.